Hello friends, welcome to Indian Temples YouTube channel. You must have seen Ramayana on television. Many of us have seen. And I am also often asked about the Ramayana. My friends, families often ask me how old exactly is Ramayana. In this video, we will try to answer this question. The answer to this question is not really so easy. The question itself has multiple meanings, multiple versions. Ramayana may refer to the incidents mentioned in the epic Ramayana, or it also could mean the time being the time frame when the book was written. We will cover both the aspects in this video. The incidents in the Ramayana and the writing of Ramayana might have been from an entirely different era. Ramayana was communicated only through oral retelling for many generations. It later started to be conveyed through other mediums like sculptures, writings and performance arts. Let's first talk about the writing of epic Ramayana. The Ramayana is said to have been written between 7th century BCE to 6th century BCE. This claim is backed by the fact that the text in Ramayana don't mention Buddhism or the prominence of Magad. Also, the capital of Kosala kingdom is mentioned as Ayodhya and not the earlier name as Saket. But there are some other opinions too. Some scholars believe that the Ramayana was written in the 3rd and 2nd century BCE because the verses in the Ramayana use grammar rules laid down by Panini in the 4th century BCE. Some historians also claim that it was written over 1700 years ago. The reason given for this is the use of some Apabhransha words in Ramayana. As you can see, there is a wide gap in the thought process about when the Ramayana is written. There is also a very common opinion that Ramayana, or the original Ramayana, was not the creation of one single author, but it was written and built up over centuries by many different poets who kept adding to the original one. The Ramayana was later rewritten in many languages. We will also talk about this. We will talk about different versions of Ramayana in different regional languages. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon if you would like to know about that video. Now, let's focus on the second question. When did Ramayana actually happen? There are many thought processes that call Ramayana as work of fiction. But thankfully, Valmiki has written Ramayana in such details that you find numerous evidences that prove the truth of the story. However, if one has to find out the time frame when the Ramayana took place, it is going to be a little difficult task. In Balkanda of Ramayana, Valmiki talks of the position of celestial objects at the time of birth of Rama. Recently, the astronomers and astrologists have tried to figure out the exact date pertaining to the position of stars as mentioned by Valmiki, and the date turned out to be 5114 BC, that is 7135 years ago. Valmiki has also mentioned a solar eclipse during Rama's war with Kharadushan in the 13th year of his exile. This data also corresponds perfectly to the year 5076 BCE, which is the 38th year of Rama's age. Another very conclusive evidence that points towards the data is the origin of Ram Setu that exists between Rameswaram Islands in India and Mannar Islands in Sri Lanka. In 2007, Geological Survey of India took up a project to calculate age of the bridge and also the nearby islands. The carbon dating and geological studies reveal that Rameswaram Island existed for at least 1,25,000 years. But the remains of the bridge appear to be only 7,000 years ago, which is roughly around the same time when Rama was walking the earth. The geological data also reveals that the bridge was usable till around 500 years ago. Blows your mind, right? There are many other evidences that conclusively talk about the approximate period of incidents in Ramayana, and most of them point at the age being approximately 7,000 years ago. By the way, do you know there are very gigantic footprints at multiple places in India and Sri Lanka? These footprints are said to be of Hanumana, and these are also dated approximately 7,000 years ago. I will create a separate video about these footprints and talking about Hanumana's journey from India to Sri Lanka. Do subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to know when that video will be uploaded. Friends, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. The handle is indian.temples. Also suggest us ideas that you would like to see in the videos. Suggest us the topics on which we can create the videos. Thank you for watching.